On the 16th of October 1937, over in Hungary, several small fascist and nationalist movements merged to form the Hungarian National Socialist Party, part of a growing wave of far-right organization and imitation of Nazi Germany's ideology across Central Europe. The party sought to model itself after Adolf Hitler's National Socialist German Workers' Party, the NSDAP, and promoted anti-Semitic and ultra-nationalist policies, though it never gained comparable mass influence to Germany, the German version, before World War II. In France, the government submitted new proposals to the Non-Intervention Committee concerning the Spanish Civil War, and particularly with regards to the monitored and gradual withdrawal of all foreign volunteers fighting in Spain, including German, Italian, and Soviet personnel. This was all done in an attempt to reduce international tensions and preserve European peace, though the proposals were ultimately undermined by continued foreign involvement. Over in the United Kingdom, the first flight of the short S-25 Sunderland flying boat took place. The aircraft, built by the Short brothers, would become one of the most important British marine or maritime patrol bombers of World War II, known for its long range and ability to hunt submarines over the Atlantic. Then, over in Palestine, back down here, Grand Mufti of Jerusalem, Hajj Amin al-Husseini, leader of the Arab Higher Committee, escaped to Syria before British authorities could arrest him, along with more than 100 other Arab political leaders. His flight followed escalating unrest and reprisals after the assassination of British District Commissioner Lewis Yelland Andrews in Nazareth. Al-Husseini's escape allowed him to continue his anti-British and anti-Zionist activities from exile, eventually aligning himself with Axis powers during World War II. Great. He aligned himself with Axis powers because I guess they all hated Jews. I guess that's the common denominator there. Anyway, the average temperature in Berlin was 10.4 degrees Celsius. And let's return to the front, which is in Japan today. We started our little distraction maneuver here. Let me actually go to infantry mode. So the two units that were walking into this tile are now no longer able to do so. It does mean that we are losing this battle, of course. The Rajin Kajuns, and the Höllenfeuer division, they're going to take some losses here. But it will probably allow us to finally take this tile before long. We have a lot of divisions in reserve still. There's no way these guys stand a chance. Also doing good damage again. We have some more of our... No, still just the Kiesblüten division involved, actually. Yeah. Now, there are some other things I want to look at today before we do the final few hours here. The first one of these is operatives. So what I kind of want to do is prepare collaboration government, right? So we need 2 operatives for that. So let's put 2 operatives on that. Wait. So we want Erich Gimpel, yeah? Because he was just in Germany doing nothing. And then we want Nikolaus Ritter, because he is in a different part of the country. Yeah. So these 2, our outlook is excellent, 10% risk, bonus outcome 33%, and we're going to start preparing. I'm going to start preparing collaboration governments in France. I'm going to do that hopefully several times before we actually invade there. Then something else I want to do is I was saving up for a long time for the theorist here, so I can start spending some of this army XP on the doctrines. But someone said something very wise. We don't need the doctrines yet, to be honest, especially the mobile warfare ones, because we are not really using any mobile warfare in our volunteer wars. But what we could use is a Chief of Navy or a Chief of Air Force. Now, I think in this regard, I'm definitely going to choose Air Force over Navy for now. Even though Navy, we do have this guy, Erich Reider, yeah? And he is actually, in my opinion, probably the best out of these 3. Because this guy just gives naval speed, which is, I think, not nearly as good as capital ship attack and armor and screen attack and defense. And this guy gives convoy raiding efficiency, which in, historical German fashion, of course, Karl Dönitz here made a name for himself with submarine warfare, but I don't think we are going for submarine warfare. We're going for a more direct approach here on the seas. So I could get Erich Reider here. And then for the Chief of Air Force, well, between these two, air experience gain or production cost, I would choose this guy also because he gives more air XP. Now we can almost take both of them. So I'm going to start with the Air Force guy. I'm going to take Albert Kesselring here, yeah, I think. Or I could wait until I unlock one of these, but that might be a long time. Actually, we are about to unlock... Oh no, we're not. We went for the Navy one. But bad weather penalty, yeah. Do I want that? I'd rather have the XP gain, to be honest. Okay, actually I'm going to take the Navy guy first, because here I'm sure of my choice, right? But with Air Force, there's still some discussion to be had, perhaps. So give me advice on which of these guys I should go for. Also with an eye on when I'm able to get them. And for now, I'm just going to get RR Raida here, yeah, as my Navy guy. Now we're going to start building up a lot more Navy experience, because we just don't have the fuel to actually exercise with the Navy. So that's a decision I just made. Let's return to the front for the final few hours of the day. It's really only a couple hours. And check how much this guy's left. 1.3. So tomorrow we're definitely kicking this guy out. And then there's about 66, 67 organization left in this tile in total. Complete total, right? Hey, are they breaking back through? Chanyin? Didn't we already take Chanyin? I'm not sure we did, actually. Anyway, once we do get this tile, we can puncture right through and attack this tile from two sides. Or this tile from two sides. I think this one might be better though, because there's only 4 divisions here. And then, you know, who knows what we'll be able to achieve around here. Alright, that's enough banter for today. See you guys tomorrow.